Hello again and welcome back to Cooking Kosher. We've made a couple of main dishes already. Tonight we're going to do something different, a side dish that is absolutely awesome. And it's so easy to make, all the ingredients are in the title. Tonight we're making garlic rosemary potatoes. So before we go through the ingredients, I'd like to take a minute here just to give a big thank you and shout out to Patrick O'Hearn. He's our first viewer to actually donate to the cooking show. Patrick, we put the money to good use, as you'll see in just a minute. So thanks so much. Now here's everything you'll need for this recipe. It is so simple. You'll see they're called garlic rosemary potatoes. So we have garlic, rosemary, and potatoes. We're going to start by putting a medium saucepan on the fire. We filled it up with water. We're just going to very quickly salt that water. We're going to wait for that to come to a boil while we prepare our potatoes. Okay, as you can see, we're using our red colander today. We are going fleshig. This side dish would be great for chicken, steak, fish. So we prepare at fleshig equipment, even though it is completely parve. So we're just going to pop our potatoes in the colander to wash them off. And just run some water on them. I find the best tool for cleaning potatoes is a good old-fashioned toothbrush. Now we go green for parve, but basically we just bought this toothbrush just for that. And I just put a little soap on it. And take out the potatoes one by one and just give them a really good scrub on the skin. You want to keep that skin on when you cook them because that's where all the vitamins and minerals are. But this potato was in the soil underground, so definitely want to clean it off better than just running water on it. So this is what I do, and then when it gets all soapy, I just rinse it off and pop it on a paper towel. We're going to do them all. Now you may ask me how many potatoes we're going to use for this recipe. Well, you could use as many as you want. I'm using this many. So we're just going to cut these things in half and we're going to pop them in our bowl. We're going to check to see that our water is boiling. And it is. And we're going to parboil these potatoes for about 4 to 5 minutes, which is a fancy cooking term for cooking them about halfway before we cook them all the rest of the way. Get them in. Okay, it's been about 4 or 5 minutes, and we're going to check to see if our potatoes are done. The way we do that is we just take a paring knife, stick it in the middle of one of the potatoes very lightly. You shouldn't feel like a crunchy potato. It should feel like it gives a little bit, but it should not feel soft. And that is done. We're going to take them off and go drain them in the colander. Now, as you could tell, I left the colander in there from when we were washing the potatoes. I rinsed it out, and I'm just going to run some cold water on the side. Not in the colander, just to protect our pipes, and we're going to pour this in, drain our potatoes. We're going to leave these potatoes to dry out as much as possible, so when we put them in the pan, there's really no water left. So we're just going to let these drain of all their water. Next step, we're going to put the pan on the stove and start heating it up. We want to get it really hot. We have our fresh rosemary. Just basically take the stems and pull those leaves off. And I'll do all of them here. And when you have a nice little pile of leaves, just chop it through with your chef's knife. And put it on your plate. And for our garlic, we're going to take our brand new garlic crusher. And let's try it out. First time. Great. Comes out nice and juicy in small pieces. That's exactly what we're going to want in our pan for our potatoes. Okay, now our pan is ripping hot. It's time for the fun part. Let's add some extra virgin olive oil. Swirl it around, and let's put in our potatoes. We're going to lay them in the cut side down carefully. Would have liked a better sizzle. I'm actually going to wait for a minute till that comes up even more. Not a big deal. There she goes. do. Now these potatoes have dried out nicely while they were sitting in that colander and while we were preparing the rosemary and garlic, so these are going to get a nice crust on them. I'm even going to raise the heat. See, that one had a little water on it. We got all the potatoes in here. Might have been a better idea to use our 12-inch skillet for this. You see they fill up the pan perfectly, but it's going to be just fine. 12-inch skillet would have given us a little more room to saute them. This will be just fine. We'll leave them face down for a little bit. Do a little salt and pepper here. Potatoes do like salt, so don't be shy. A little fresh cracked pepper. I like a nice coarse grind for this, but you could do it a little finer also. Careful, that handle is hot, so use your pot holder. And it looks like these are almost ready to flip, so let's just, turn down the fire a little bit. Don't want them to burn, just a nice golden brown is what you want. Right now, they're potatoes, but if you want garlic rosemary potatoes, you know what you need. Alright, they're looking great, frying up nicely. Let's add our garlic and rosemary, just sprinkle it over the top. Gonna add some amazing flavor here to our dish, that garlic, especially when you crush it up like that. And let's add in our rosemary. Plenty of rosemary here. A tiny bit more salt and pepper on this side. Nothing fancy here. A little more fresh cracked pepper. And these things are pretty much good to go. Move them around one more time. Just make sure that garlic and that rosemary is coated throughout. And you can see that is beautiful. That extra virgin olive oil really gives it some great flavor. Make sure you do not burn the garlic. I'm seeing that it's almost there, so I'm going to stop right now. And these potatoes are done. Let's plate it up. So there we go. Garlic rosemary potatoes. They look great. They smell great. Let's see how we did on the taste. Awesome. My very favorite drink of all, ice water. Alright, so thanks again for joining me for this episode of Cooking Kosher. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to let me know what you'd like me to cook next. And enjoy!